Hey y'all, it's your girl Janique, Real Talk New York with Jenny.
They caught up in vanity. What a calamity. Them got the audacity. Them got the audacity.
Big up yourself, large up yourself. Okay guys, I was going to talk about something different today, but I decided to talk about girl talk. I love girl talk. That's my thing. You know why I love girl talk? Because I remember in the salon, that's all we did was girl talk when I was working in the salon as a stylist. I kind of missed the salon, but the one in the city, the ones in the city, turn up. Anyway, forget about that. So, talk about girl talk. Every miss is not your sis. Sorry to say it like that. Every miss is not your sis, girly girl. And we want to talk about this. Let's get into details. Back in the days, like, I used to have a lot of friends. People don't believe me. People say that I'm by myself most of the time now, and they don't believe I used to have a lot of friends. I did, right? I used to be friendly. I used to be open, right? But over time, I just maturity. I just, pull myself away from people. And it's because what I noticed, women, they compete hard with each other, right? And a lot of the times, I see a lot of women with that same competitive personality. This is not genuine, right? Selfish, messy, just fake. Selfish. Selfish is a very ugly trait, right? A lot of times you will show up for your friends and they don't show up for you. I'm talking about my past, right? Let me try to figure out how all my friends fell off. Let's talk about it, right? How all my friends fell off. Because somebody said they wanted my girl talks to be longer. So I'm going to tell you about how my friends fell off. My ex, when me and my ex broke up, right? My first love, right? My first love. And I started to see, I couldn't put two and two together of what's going on, right? I really couldn't put two and two together of what's really going on. And I guess with my first love, he was gossiping about, like, I found out that one of my friends, my old friends, she was gossiping. Hear me out, guys. Like, comment, share. Hear me out, because I'm stuttering. I'm trying to remember everything. I didn't write this stuff down. I found out she was talking to my son's father. Whatever. It is what it is. And she kept on saying, like, because he was always doing bad things behind my back, manipulative, trying to bring me down. He was always doing things to try to bring me down. Always doing things to bring bad things, right? He even put hands on me once. And that's when we was traveling. And then I don't want to talk about it, but this is just my life. This is just what happened. I really don't bring people up, but I'm just talking about why I really don't have a lot of friends, how it started. So I found out that one of the girls that I was close friends with, and when I said we were close friends, let me tell you about close friends. We were close friends since elementary school, because I came up from Jamaica, and then I was finishing up elementary school, and then junior high school. So I think we met in elementary school or junior high school, one of them, but it was very young, one of those ages, right? But I found out that girl, she was going to my son's father, and like, he was gossiping to her. He was always gossiping, saying all types of things. He was always trying to bring me down, say bad things to her. And she would always come back and tell me. And one day I was like to myself, I thought to myself, I said, what? I said, do you believe those things? Right? Because he was making up lies. The same thing black men say. When you don't want them, they say, she won't let me see my child. Oh, I don't know if I'm doing TMI on this, because I don't want to bring other people into this. I just want to talk about why I personally don't have a lot of friends. So she was going to my ex and gossiping, and I was like, you believe this stuff? And I was just like, I don't know what was her motive, because I don't think like these people. I don't know what her motive was, because you're gossiping to my baby, my ex that we had a good relationship with, and you're my friend. And I knew you before. So I was like, you know what? I had to cut her off. I said, did you defend me? Do you believe him? She said she doesn't know. She said when I said, do you believe him? She said she doesn't know. So if you don't know my character, we shouldn't be friends, right? If you don't know my character and you cannot defend me in my absence, we shouldn't be friends. Simple as that. If you can't defend me when I'm not around and you don't know my character, we should not be friends, right? So that's where it started. Because it bothered me, you know, because growing up, I really didn't have much self-worth. I was always told I was worthless. I was not going to be nothing. So it's about self-worth. Because when you're a kid in elementary school, you're like 10 years old and somebody's telling you, you're never going to be shit. You're not going to be nothing. What's going to happen? That's going to affect your self-esteem, right? Okay, so that's what I always thought. I was worthless. I ain't this, I ain't that, right? Whatever. But in my heart, I know, you know, in my heart, whatever. But anyhow, so that's one reason I cut her off. Because it's like, you can't defend me and you're my friend. So when I say I was worthless, when I say that, it's just a thing where when you're taught that you're worthless as a child, right? That affects your self-esteem as an adult. So that affects the type of people that you entertain in your life, right? And I wasn't like really developing myself mentally yet, and I didn't really understand certain things. This is why I come on this channel and I build you guys up to make your self-worth better. Because if you have better self-worth, right, you would not entertain these type of friends. The reason why your self-worth is low and you accept people who don't support you, who gossip about you, who disrespect you, people who can't be trusted, people who are not loyal, is because of your low self-worth and because you don't love yourself. That's the reason why you entertain these type of friends, because you don't love yourself, and that's the reason why you entertain people disrespecting you. It is what it is. And through my journey of self-growth, and I realized the character. If I want a good friend by my side, I want to be able to have a hard day and open up to her, and to the point where I don't hear my business back from the streets, right? I want to open up to a friend and say, girl, you know, I've been going through this, bop, bop, bop. You know, everybody needs a friend. Everybody needs somebody. But I'm very selective of who I call a friend. Every miss is not your sis, okay? Every miss is not your sis. And I used to have that type of open heart. But when I start looking at the character of people, I decide, hey, I'm going to be more selective of who I choose as a friend. Also, when I start loving myself and valuing myself more and instilling worth in myself, I realize if a friend will not defend me in my absence, that's not somebody I could respect and have as my friend, because that is betrayal. If you stand, because let me tell you why it's betrayal. She won't defend you in your absence, right? I'm going to explain to you why it's the betrayal. It's betrayal because, think about it. If I go and drive you to go and rob that bank, if I drive with you to go and rob that bank, and you rob that bank, I didn't rob the bank, but I drove you. I was there. You're still guilty. You're still accessory, and you're still going to jail. That's what it is. So if somebody stands around and doesn't defend you, and somebody's tearing and tarnishing your character, that's not a friend. Period. And that's what I learned throughout the years. When you love yourself, you're going to bring people who always showed up for you, who've been there, loving people. Okay, and sometimes when you're insecure, you want attention so bad. You want anybody around you, just so you don't have to deal with yourself. So you don't have to be alone and be alone with your thoughts. A lot of y'all have self-hate. That's why y'all have so much friends. Because y'all friends is the reason why your enemies know y'all business. I'm telling you this. A lot of these people are not really your friends. They're not supportive. They don't show up for you, right? And it hurts them, gives them physical pain to like something on social media. Because they feel like, oh, I can't like it because I can't like what she's posting, because it's like I'm actually validating her, or I'm actually doing something good. A lot of these people, the mentality of world, society, this is biblical. And I've noticed that certain people, that when they call me and try to ask me for favors, even family member, whoever, certain people, if they're not genuine, I just don't want them in my life. I choose authenticity. Right? If I know I showed up for you as a friend and you don't show up for me, and you try to act like you're better and you're flexing, or you're in some type of competition with me, low-key competition, you don't uplift me. And in down times when you are down and I was there for you, and in my downtime you're not there for me, it's just certain values that I have as a friend. Right? I do have friends, but it's quality friends. Like my friends showed up to my show. you know, my friend showed up. Oh, I love my friend. Like, I have very small circle. A very, very small circle. Very small of people that I do confide in and I know for a fact I can trust. And one of my closest friends, honestly, I feel like I'm so lucky and blessed because this is a person that's been in my life for years. I'm telling you, this is a person that's been in my life for many, many years. One of my closest friends, a mature, classy woman, and I know I could trust her. Anytime I have like a serious thing, I go to her. You know that I pick and choose. I watch people's character. Because some people, these women are only, a lot of them, very few. If you find a good friend, hold on to that. They'll turn again. As soon as you fall out too, as well, as soon as you fall out or have a disagreement, they will go, their character. Character. Choose your friends off their character. Because if I fell out with you, I will say what happened between us. But personal details of your life that has nothing to do with me, I won't be doing that. That's just like, I have a high standard for myself and my behavior. I have standards of how I carry myself, period. If I say I'm going to show up, I'm going to show up. And if I can't make it, I'm going to text you beforehand and say, hey, sis, I can't make it. I'm sorry. Hey, sis, I can't make it. But if I say I'm going to show up, I'm going to show up. Okay? Because that's what I carry myself as a friend. And I'm going to try. And if I didn't show up, honestly, sis, maybe I wasn't feeling well. And mentally, I just couldn't do it. It's not because I didn't think highly of you. It's just because mentally, I couldn't do it. Right? Me, I'm very selective with my friends. And you should be selective with your friends. Because a lot of these women, they're in competition with you. That's it. It's not a friend. It's your competitor. Or sometimes they see that you're a nice person and they could get stuff from you, or they could trauma dump their problems on you, or somebody to use. A lot of people, they have an opportunist mentality. And sometimes because you're popular, sometimes they want to come on with you because you're popular and they want clout. Vet yourself. Every miss is not your sis, and vet these people before you consider them as a friend. Don't go around giving that friend title loosely. That's a strong title. You shouldn't use it. Associate, somebody I'm cool with, somebody I know. But every miss is not your sis. All right? Reciprocity. If you know you've been there for somebody and they're not there for you, I would say just, know that, watch how you deal with that person. What else I gotta say? I don't know what else I gotta say. But yeah, that's basically it. Every miss is not your sis. I'm very picky with my friends, and if somebody don't defend me, that's not a real friend. Also, if you heard your business back, that's not a real friend. And if they don't show up for you, that's not a real friend. If there's no reciprocity, give and take, that's not a real friend. If they don't care about your kids, that's not a real friend. Friends love, care, show up. And if she can't make it, she'll say, hey, sis, I can't make it. And she'll text you or say something. But some people, they have a sense of narcissism. And narcissism is bad. They think they have a sense of highly importance, like they're better than others. That's why they behave that way. That's why you see that competition thing with women, the fighting. And a lot of people, they want to, and I notice the way people talk too. That's the reason why I can't really have friends, because I just listen to the way they talk, and it's just like, just go away. I'm very selective, and I want you guys to be selective with who you call a friend. Find good connections, because I'm saying a good friend could change your life. A good friend could change your life. I'm telling you that. A real friend, because I know I've had friends in my life, when the friendship broke up, I was crying. And that's only one friend. That when the relationship broke up, I cried. Only one friend. That's the girl that when I was having my beauty pageant in the Bronx, and I had to get my black outfit, that fur outfit I still have in my closet. And she hopped on the train to make sure, and my ex, he was a hater. She schooled me on a lot of things. Very spiritual girl. She schooled me on a lot of things. She's a little older than me. But she schooled me on a lot of things. She really schooled me a lot of things. She never liked my ex. My ex, when I say she never liked him, and I see why, and you know what, when you sometimes you fall back and you realize, you think in life, you realize who's real. Time will reveal who's real and who's fake, honestly. Because I'm telling you, that girl never liked my ex, and she was not wrong. She was not wrong. And when I fall back and sit down and think at night, I said, and a lot of times she told me things, it was always for my own well-being. And she even told me things that I did not even like. She told me things that got me pissed. And when I sat back later and thought about it, she was right. Everybody's not friend material. They don't got that type of heart. Every sister's not your miss. A real friend is going to show up for you. She's going to be there. She's going to go show love. Some of these chicks, they have a selfish heart. They're all about competition and being better, showing off, being rich, and all this other vanity shit that don't even really matter. Real is what's in here. That's what's real. Real is in here. It's not all that vanity showing off weird shit. It's in here. That's real. That competition. Real is what's in here. That's what's real. Real Talk New York with Janica. Big up yourself. Large up yourself.